I'm Michelle Sweeny, piano teacher, and today I'm going to talk about how to sit at the piano. Let's zoom out just a little bit so you can see me from head to toe. Now, I made a little song about this, so first I'll teach you the song and then we'll talk through each of the pieces. Okay, when you are sitting at the piano, there are a couple of elements of posture that really help you to be the best pianist. They help you to have more control of the instrument, they allow you to have nice relaxed muscles in your shoulders and your arms, and they allow you to use the weight of your body as you press into the keys to give more power to your sound and more control in your fingers. So the very first thing when you sit at the piano is that you want to have your feet planted. So you want to sit where you have your feet firmly on the floor, and if you are a smaller person, you should get a step stool of some type to keep your feet where you can just sit nice and comfortably and feel like you're stable and secure, that you're not going to like tip over. Because you know, when your feet are dangling, it's hard to have the control over your body that you need, because you're using a lot of your core muscles to keep your feet dangling there. So feet planted, first thing. That's the first element of a good Suzuki posture. And then feet planted, seat forward. Okay. When I sit on a piano bench, I don't use very much of the bench. So this bench is probably about 1.5 feet wide, and I'm only going to sit on about the forward 3 inches of it. So I just sit right on the very front of it, just so that I am really kind of tipped a little bit forward, okay? So you want to be able to do that so that you can really lean into the piano and have sort of this upper body weight available to use for all of your piano playing. I see a lot of people sitting on the piano bench like it's a chair and just kind of sitting there relaxed. And what that does is it takes all of the power from here to here out of your piano playing, and all you have is your arms. But if you use your lower back, your upper back, like all of that weight of your upper body, by scooting your body forward onto the bench and leaning just a little bit, and you know, you don't always have to lean, but you need to be able to lean. You need to have this flexibility and the balance point that you're sitting on the front of the bench and you're able to lean forward. So that's important. So we start with our feet planted, seat forward as you can on the bench. You're just barely perched on the very front edge of your bench. So you might need to scoot your bench a little farther back than you're used to. You want to have your bench far enough back that you can really lean forward. And then, so feet planted, seat forward, spine aligned. We sit up nice and straight and tall. And like I said, sometimes we tip forward, but you want to have this nice aligned spine, nice straight back. You don't want to be like, you know, like in Snoopy, the little pianist in Snoopy has this little hunched back. That doesn't allow you to use your shoulders and arms like you need to. So you need to be nice and tall. And then shoulders hang. Shoulders hang loosey-goosey, silly-nilly, like a floppy rag doll. So you want your arms to just be completely relaxed, starting at the shoulders and going down to your elbows, and your wrists and hands. You really need to keep that tension out of your arms and your shoulders. So you want to be nice and relaxed, just really relaxed with your shoulders. So let's start at the beginning. Feet planted, seat forward, spine aligned, sit up nice and tall, shoulders hang loosey-goosey, like a floppy rag doll. our shoulders. Now, the next thing you need to align are that your elbows should be square. Now, right now where I'm seated, do you see the angle that my elbow is making? Is that a square? It's not. It's a little bit open. So that means I need to adjust my body so that I'm sitting just a little bit more forward, and that allows my elbow to be square, okay? So you want your elbow to be a 90-degree angle, generally speaking. This is your kind of starting base position. Have elbows square, and then your arms need to be parallel to the keyboard and parallel to the floor. So on my bench, I have a piano bench that adjusts height by just twisting this little knob, and I can make it go up and down if I need to in order to make my arms parallel with the keys and parallel with the floor. If you do not have an adjusting bench or an adjusting chair, you can get just a thick book or a cushion or something to sit on. But this alignment and posture at the keyboard is really important to establish and have this optimal position so that you can just, from the very beginning of your piano lessons and your piano practice, just always have this really optimal positioning for the best technique and to be able to continue to grow your abilities and your technique with proper posture. We don't want to go in and correct your posture. We want to start with good posture. Okay, so arms parallel, shoulders nice and relaxed, elbows square. Okay, and then hands. You want your hands to be just as relaxed as they are when they're hanging down at the side of your body. Just when you're walking down the street and you're just, having a good old time, you're not going to be clenching your fists, you're not going to be straightening your hands. You just let them hang loose, right? And that's what we want at the piano as well. So just kind of swing your hand around, wiggle it, just don't hold any tension in your muscles, and keep that same feeling. Plop your hand right up on the keyboard, okay? Hands nice and loose and comfortable. Fingers gently curved and totally relaxed. This should be nice and flimsy and flexible. And you want to have a nice sort of rounded shape to your hand. If there's anything that's higher, this is one thing that I have to work with my students on. It's not the wrist, it's not the fingers, it's right here. The bridge of the knuckles is the part that should be just the highest of everything else. So you want to have this nice round hand shape so the bridge of your knuckles is the highest point on your hand when you're playing the piano. Okay? So, let's start at the beginning. Feet planted, seat forward, spine aligned, shoulders hang loosey, like the front and tall. And then elbows square, arms parallel, hands nice and loose and comfortable, fingers gently curved, relaxed, 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 relaxed. Ready, go! And now you are ready to play the piano with perfect posture. Take a picture of yourself when you achieve this perfect positioning at the keyboard and just feel how aligned and perfectly situated you are, how comfortable and loose and relaxed you are. And remember this day, because this is where you'll always want to begin and start from every time you sit down at the piano. Okay, that's our posture lesson today. Thanks for talking to me today and listening. I hope you enjoy these little piano lessons with me. See you next time.